Home-like crowd fuels Eala's thrilling comeback win over Vekic. Manila, Philippines. As usual, chants of Alex echoed through the stands as Filipino tennis star Eala faced the crowd, fresh off a stirring round of 32 comeback win over Donna Vekic of Croatia. 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. At the WTASB Classic in New Zealand on Tuesday, January 6. Carried by the crowd through nearly 3 grueling hours, Eala pulled through to clinch a spot in the round of 16 in an Auckland victory that made her feel like home. "It's so special," Eala said of the many Filipinos who watched the match, which was initially scheduled in the morning but was moved to be the day's finale. "If there's one thing I learned in 2025, it's that home is the people and not the place." Eala shrugged off a slow start, which saw her struggle with high balls, after starting 3-0 in the opener. Vekic then capitalized on the Filipinos' errors late to capture an early lead. The 20-year-old Eala then brushed off Vekic's runs from there, holding off the 2024 Paris Olympic silver medalist in the latter stages of the second set to force a decider. The Filipino eked out the victory in thrilling fashion in the third set as Eala wrapped up the win, breaking serve multiple times and stunning Vekic, who has been on a slump in her past tournaments. "She is such an experienced player and super talented, and really very decorated," Eala said. Eala acknowledged the early struggles but relished pushing past them against a battle-tested opponent like Vekic, who's currently ranked number 69 after peaking at number 17 in the world rankings. "I really had a tough time today," she said. "But I'm so happy to be able to show up in a level like this, especially after such a tough preseason and all the so many things that happened over the last month." The win came after Eala opened her women's doubles campaign alongside 18-year-old partner Eva Jovic with a huge triumph over legends Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina to advance to the round of 16. Eala will face fellow 20-year-old Petra Marcinko, a former world number 1 junior, in the next round. Marcinko is also coming off an impressive 3-set win against Colombia's Camilo Osorio, a former world number 33 player. The tournament serves as a prelude to the Australian Open, where Eala will compete in the main draw for the first time in her career when the crowd becomes home. Eala's electrifying comeback in Auckland. There are nights in sport that transcend mere competition. Nights when the crowd doesn't just watch, it breathes with the athlete, amplifies every heartbeat and strengthens every stride. On a cool Auckland evening at the ASB Classic, one such night unfolded, and at its center was a rising tennis prodigy from the Philippines, Alexandra Eala, whose stirring comeback against Croatia's Donna Vekic captivated fans and exemplified how belief from the stands can become a force as powerful as any forehand or backhand on the court. The Manila Journal +1. The stage is set. Under the bright lights of the Manuka Doctor Arena, a crowd that was part Philippine home base and part international tennis aficionado packed the seats. It was round of 32 at the WTA 250 event, but the atmosphere felt bigger, like a championship night, not an opening battle. Many Filipinos in attendance that night made the arena feel less like a foreign venue and more like a distant home court. Golf news. From the first point, there was energy in the air, voices rising, flags waving, and a palpable sense that this wasn't just about tennis anymore. This was about representation, pride, and the joy of witnessing a young star fight with everything she had. A rocky start, falling behind, rising within. The match began with Alex building early momentum, racing to a 3-0 lead in the first set. But as quickly as confidence seemed to be in her favor, seasoned veteran Donna Vekic countered with poise, experience, and precision. Vekic, a former world number 17 and Paris Olympic silver medalist, dug deep, winning 6 of the next 7 games to take the first set, 6-4. Sunstar Publishing Inc. In that moment, there was a shift. The crowd, instead of quieting or losing hope, grew louder. Each rally became a collective embrace of Eala's resilience. Every deft return and well-placed serve was met with uproarious applause. Rather than faltering under pressure, the support around her became a rhythm, a heartbeat she could align with. Edge Devio. The turning point, grit and heart. Losing the first set could have rattled a less resilient player. But Alex responded with an intensity that mirrored the lift from the crowd. In the second set, she harnessed that support, tightening her service games and refusing to yield easy points. Her left-handed forehand, a weapon that had already made headlines in previous seasons, started finding deeper corners and pushing Vekic into longer defensive exchanges. TennisUpToDate.com. Breaks came and went, But Alex seized crucial moments with the poise of a seasoned competitor. Winning the second set 6-4, she forced the deciding third set. And now the crowd was fully invested, their roars synchronizing with every thunderous strike and every breathtaking rally. Philstar.com. The decider, triumph fueled by passion. By the third set, the match had become more than tactical. It was emotional theater. Eala's determination shone through each game as she exchanged heavy baseline points with her opponent. The momentum shifted multiple times, teasing a finale that could have gone either way. At 5-3, serving for the match, Eala faced immense pressure. She briefly faltered. A double fault gifted Vekic an opening. But rather than collapsing under the moment, she drew deep, breathing through the tension as the crowd's cheers washed over her like an anthem. Sunstar Publishing Inc. With fierce focus, she broke her opponent's serve again and stepped to the line. A penetrating forehand winner sealed the match. 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. A comeback that took nearly 3 hours of intense tennis. The crowd erupted, chanting her name, applauding every point, and filling the arena with a warmth that turned a New Zealand night into something unforgettable. The Manila Journal. Home is the people. After the match, Eala stood on court bathed in applause, visibly moved. She pointed to the stands and delivered one of the defining lines of her young career. If there's one thing I learned in 2025, it's that home is the people and not the place. Gulf News. That phrase resonated far beyond the result itself. It was a testament to the power of community, the way supporters can elevate an athlete, turning pressure into fuel and nerves into resolve. For Eala, who often competes thousands of miles away from her native Philippines, this outreach from her compatriots wasn't just encouragement, it was connection. It became a source of strength when the match teetered on the edge. One Sports. More than just a match. To casual observers, this was a comeback win, an impressive one at that. But to those who watched and felt the energy in the arena, it was a story of belief, identity, and unity. Fans didn't simply watch Alex play. They lived every point with her. The crowd became a character in the match narrative, a silent coach,